Let me appreciate the opportunity which you are giving us, and greetings to all the viewers. Yes, the aim of the operation, as we all know, that we are still in the festive season mode. Our Safer Festive Season operation started in October, and we are aiming to end it the end of January. So it's a continuation under the umbrella of Operation Shanela. And Shanela is an integrated multidisciplinary operation whereby we bring together all the law enforcement agencies in the province to work together as a one-stop shop, each one of us executing our respective mandate, so that anyone whom we stop and anything which we are checking, all of us, we are given the opportunity to execute our legislative mandate.
Looking at the recoveries that we have for today, it shows that as law enforcement we are indeed fighting crime, and we cannot win this battle in one day. It's an ongoing process. What is also key for us is to make sure that there is a reduction of crime. So my humble appeal to the community, they should be our ears and eyes, because all these criminal activities, they happen around them. So it's very important for them to, as and when these criminal activities are taking place, they also inform SAPS and inform JMPD. So it's very important that we also partner with the community around the city for us to be able to reduce the crime in the city.
GP, we know the troubles of GP. We have in the hostels, we have the Maboneng, we have the GP town, which brings together an influx of undocumented persons and also people from other provinces whom you find them especially at the hostels and so forth. But criminals, they want an area where it is crowded so that they can also come and operate. We have observed that we didn't do well, especially in GP, policing precinct. The crime there is on the rise, especially the robberies, the murders are very high in that particular space. We operated during the crossover, the 31st of December, but we felt that even today we need to go back and put some effort, try to reduce crime in that particular space. But Cleveland, it is unknown to others, but Cleveland is also having its own challenges, especially the Denver hostel, the illegal mining in the Denver area, the 4 informal settlements which are now emerging, bringing the influx of undocumented persons and cause a problem for this area. And surprise, surprise, in Cleveland you find that the murders are going up, robbery aggravating are going up, carjackings is going up. We mustn't forget that City Deep, the dry port which we have in the province, it is situated in the Cleveland policing precinct. And where it's a port of entry, you must also understand that there is import and export of goods. And it comes with its own challenges, whereby contraband it is also been imported through that dry port. Some of the containers which are being processed at City Deep port of entry are the ones which are arriving through Durban Harbour, and they are taken by road to City Deep for unpacking or further distributed to the respective people who have imported those goods. So there is a lot of challenges in this particular space. You will understand that once there is that movement of goods with trucks and so forth, it will also bring the challenge of hijacking of trucks, because they are aiming at taking the goods which are inside those trucks. So these are the reasons why we decided to come into this particular space, try to assert the authority of the state, also ensure that the criminals who were operating in impunity here, they are now being limited because of our presence, which we have just maintained from now moving forward.
Illegal mining is actually a serious problem in the city of Johannesburg, because these activities, they happen underground and they are somehow damaging our infrastructure in the city. So like we look at Wemapen, the road is totally closed, it's not operational, and it's going to cost the city of Johannesburg a whole lot of money to make sure that that portion of the road becomes operational. So the illegal mining is actually a serious problem, because it's, amongst other things, is damaging our infrastructure in the city.
Illegal land invasion is a serious scourge and a concern within the city of Johannesburg, and from the operation that we've conducted, we went through a lot of informal settlements, but when it comes to that type of aspect, it's unique and intricate because we have to follow the law as law enforcement agencies, and with the law, with people who have occupied land or structures, it's the PI Act, which is the protection of illegal eviction, and once a person has occupied that structure, then unfortunately we need a court process for them to be removed. So it is a challenge for the city, but officers are monitoring these areas, and when we do find that structures have been built and people haven't fully occupied, then officers will come and remove those structures.
As JMPD, we are committed in making sure that we come up with interventions to reduce crime. Hopefully when the minister is going to release the crime statistics, we'll see some decline of some sort. So as JMPD, we are committed. We'll keep on fighting crime, working closely with the SAPS, with the community, with the patrollers, and everybody who is a critical stakeholder in making sure that the citizens of the city of Johannesburg, including the visitors, are safe.
Yeah, definitely. I think that Operation Shanela has yielded positive result for all of us. Firstly, it has brought in the culture of working in officers, and also the culture of working together, collaboration of stakeholders. It has brought us together, and also to can exploit the technology and the capabilities which each and every agency possesses. You understand? If you work as a individual, you may not know the capabilities possessed by other agencies, but once we bring together, we can always complement each other, and we will achieve more, we'll have the bigger impact. That's one of the things which I've seen. The second one is that, it has a positive impact in winning the minds and the hearts of the communities, because the community, they don't want to hear us saying that we are doing something, they want to see us doing something. So when the community, they see us, under the scorching sun, when it is raining, when it is cold, we are out there doing something. The community, they begin to believe in us, that really the police are doing something about the crime situation in the province, in the country. And lastly, I think the impact is the crime reduction. We are managing to reduce some of the crime categories. We are also reducing the number of wanted suspects who were on the loose in this province of Gauteng. Many people, they don't know that 2019, when we look at our wanted database of this province, we have over 80,000 wanted suspects. These are the repeat offenders, people who were circulated in our system as wanted, because some of them, their fingerprints were uplifted in the crime scene. Some of them, you find that they are linked with the modus operandi and a lot of things, DNA and so forth. So these are the people whom we had in our database. And now that we have started to focus on that, week in, week out, we are looking for those known and wanted suspects. We have reduced the list to be just under 35,000, from 80,000 to 35,000. So you can see that there was a movement. And if we didn't do this thing consistently, the criminals will still be roaming around the street, and they'll think that you can commit crime in Gauteng and nothing it will happen to you. But because of we begin to look for them and we arrest them, they now know that if they are listed in that system, any time of the day they may be arrested. And one of the capabilities which we have in these roadblocks is that all of us will bring the systems which we can check whether the vehicles were circulated as wanted, whether the people were circulated as wanted, and we begin to pick up those people. So those are the things which we are achieving. But coming back to the achievement of this operation, remember, because of insider threat, whereby some of our own, they will also tip the criminals to say that, hey, the big operation is coming in your space, so stop doing whatever. We started to now launch the pre-operations to surprise them. For example, yesterday we have sent the team with the soldiers to come and operate here. Surprisingly, they got 65 pendukas used by the illegal miners. 2 pistols were also found abandoned. Those people who go and support the illegal miners running the shops, liquor, food stuff and whatever. They were arrested and alcohol was also removed in that particular space. And with today's phase, 65 undocumented persons arrested, 2 illegal shebbeens closed, 2 vehicles were found here whereby their engine numbers and chassis numbers were tampered with. So VCIU will continue to go and do further investigation. And 4 other people were arrested, found in possession of the gold-bearing material. So you can see that these are the people who are operating the illegal mining. So they got the material there and then they were transported elsewhere. Unfortunately, they found us here and now they are arrested. So I can say that we are doing very well. We are doing very well by being in many unsuspecting roads. People, they don't know where will they see the roadblock. And they mustn't think that when they see the big roadblock here is the only roadblock we are having in the province. We have it all the district. Even in Johannesburg, there is also a lot of VCPs mounted by the traffic, mounted by the Metro Police, the JMPD. So people and the criminals, they know that at any given time they may be stopped and they may be checked. So this thing of committing crime in impunity, it is over.